10 years later.
People exclusively reports that Real Housewives of Potomac alum Monique Samuels has filed for divorce from her husband Chris Samuels after 11 years of marriage.
This is a man who leads with his wallet, so of course he is gonna attract a bird.
He's a Leo. I'm a Libra.
A rich
So,
Leo. So
see, we ain't asked for that.
No, I'm just saying,
Nobody
though.
asked for
No,
your
well, I'm
wealth
giving-
status.
no,
like,
no,
nobody
no.
asked about rich or
No,
nothing.
no.
First of all, the whole separation of my marriage between what my husband has or supposedly has and what I have, I thought was totally disrespectful. Anybody who's been married knows that once you become one, everything is combined.
This right here is sad because if you look back at my old videos, I predicted this. I know this was going to happen. Fellas, let me give you all some advice. Keep away from women that look like Robin Givens. Any woman that looks like her, I'm telling you all, run. Now, the situation was hella predictable because whole time, Shorty looked like she was just pretending. And the first time I saw it, I was at a female house and I peeped it. I was like, because I didn't know who neither of them were, but just the chemistry. I already knew she was a bird. I already knew what was going to happen. But here's the thing, you could get lucky and get a bird that's not really that bright. Because right when Shorty felt like, okay, I put 10 years in, now it's time. Now it's time for me to cash in. I already had 3 kids by him, so I'm good. I'm good off the child support. I'm finna get a divorce and get half. She thought she was about to get half because my man is worth 12 mil. She thought, okay, it's time to cash my ticket. And then she filed for divorce, but she didn't get a lawyer and she signed the prenup.
What was the terms of your divorce?
So we had a prenup. And when we sat down to create our prenup, it was with the intention of, I don't ever want you thinking I want what you have or want you for what you have.
C-A-P.
So, like I said, at the time when Chris and I first were sitting down when we were first together, I was working for him. So the way we did it was as if I was still his business manager, whatever that salary would have been. Yeah. That would basically be, because once we got married, it basically was like, I no longer have a job. I have no need to have income. Yeah. It's not like I'm getting money and I'm sitting it into an account for me. It was just basically like, in the event that we get divorced, here is what would have been your salary over the past however many years if you were still working. So it was more so to cover the fact that I wasn't going to have a job. Yeah. So my mindset with a prenup back then, it wasn't so I can be set if we get divorced. It was so that, well, I'm not working and I'm used to working, and if I had worked, what would my salary have been? Yeah. And then we just made that accrue every year for the marriage or whatever. And it was supposed to be something that went up every year, but in good faith, because I'm looking at him and I'm like, listen, this is not while I'm here. So just keep it the same number across the board, which was probably stupid.
Now you see now, you done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
Because I wasn't considering the fact that when you write a prenup, it has nothing to do with children. Mm-hmm. So the amount of money that I would receive is not thinking about the fact that, oh, I might have several kids who need bedrooms, who need a yard, who need whatever if I'm looking for a house. I'm thinking of it from the aspect of me by myself. Oh, I can go get me a little condo and I'm gonna be fine. So so when we finalized everything, the prenup is already set. There's no alimony. I don't get any money from him, like at all. I could have, like most women do, they typically will go after like full custody of the kids. And then there's this whole battle for child support. Yep. I said, I'm not going down that road, because at the end of the day, that's not why I was ever here.
So you don't get child support either?
I don't get any child support. You
don't get child support or alimony. You just get the subsidized income that you would have had you still been working with them.
I got, basically it was a one lump sum payment.
Got him. We fucking got him.
This good brother caught a lucky break, bro. All because Shorty wasn't that smart. She felt like she came up, all right, I got me a football player. The move is to put in 10 years, have his kids, then ride off in the sunset after I filed for divorce. So best believe she jumped the gun because she wasn't that bright. So you gotta understand how hurt she is right now. The fact that she left with nothing.
When you decide to file for divorce, how hard was that?
Oh. Mm.
Cut the show. I'm done. Take me off. Take me off.
It hurts to know that you got this close only to fumble the bag. You put in 10 years. You invested 10 years of pretending to like this dude, knowing that you're just with him for his money. 10 years of lying to yourself every day. 10 years of pretending only to reach the finish line and realize you made a mistake. But what it is, homie caught a blessing. That's a blessing right there, bro. And that's really her karma. That's her karma for being a bird.
The world, after all these years of us being together and him becoming the man that he is, I am not about to let another woman come up in here and take that. That's my investment. That's my hard work, you know? So I had that mindset.
It's an evil world we live in.
Cold world. She basically admitted that she was playing the role and she was trying to protect her investment, which is her husband resources. That's the only reason why she was staying, because she was trying to guard that. Like, that's mine. But after she filed for divorce and she realized that by signing the prenup, she's not going to get a dime of his fortune, she's now being honest and she's now coming clean.
And then I started to realize how unfair that was and how selfish that was and how egotistical that was. Because at the end of the day, if I'm unhappy and I'm not able to give him the happiness and he's not able to give me the happiness, why would I hold each of us up from experiencing that? Simply because of however many years of an investment that we've had in the marriage. At the end of the day, there's no loss because I learned so much in that marriage. I learned so much about myself. I was pushed. I was triggered. I triggered him. I pushed his buttons. I felt like I learned more of what it is to be whole. You know, I learned that a lot of the things that I didn't like about myself is what I would push and point out with him. And that wasn't fair, you know?
Now, look, some men just got to learn the hard way. Fellas, your money can't save you. So it's not wise to lead with your wallet. Now, this brother caught a blessing with the prenup. However, it still hurt because it's almost like she tried to take you out, but you replaced the bullets with blanks. So you caught a blessing. And that's why I tell you all dudes all the time, focus on yourself, work out, hit the gym. Don't think your money will save you. Learn from this brother, because regardless of all the money that he had, he still ended up having to focus on himself and hitting the gym in order to recover from the damage this bird caused him. Hey, look, sometimes it takes a heartbreak for us to get our stuff together. But as long as you're being the best version of yourself, you are on the right track. And as for his ex wife, well, she's back in the streets and she's happy because she's back in her natural habitat.
Word on the street is that she is dating married comedian Jason Weems. Crazy part regarding this is he actually used to be a co-host on the show Monique was hosting called The Morning Show by Washington WPGC. The show ended because the co-hosts could not mutually agree on various things. Monique was definitely married at the time and he was married at the time as well. Per his ex-wife Dionne Joyner Weems' Facebook, she was actually celebrating her 15th year anniversary on June 27, 2024. What I found most interesting about this post is her saying she had no intention on posting about her marriage anniversary because marriage requires an effort that I don't believe social media contains the emotional intelligence to truly appreciate. The only reason she posted about her anniversary is because the person who married her passed on their anniversary. If I had to guess, I think they broke up this time last year because she was posting him a lot 2024, but just abruptly stopped after like October or November. As we all know, Monique has been divorced from Chris Samuels for about 2 or 3 years, and I don't know if her new boo Jason Weems is divorced or separated or what. I will say one thing, his wife is very active on social media. At the very least, I believe they are separated, and Monique is 100% single and can date whoever she would like. But if this man left his wife and family for Monique, that is diabolical.
One thing for certain, a bird thrives in chaos. She needs it. So usually you will only see a bird in 2 different types of relationships. It's either she's going to be in a toxic, chaotic, drama-filled relationship, or she's going to be in a relationship with a sucker, with a man that she's strictly just using for his resources. That's usually how it goes. You will never see a bird in a wholesome type of relationship. And when you look at the relationship that his ex-wife got in after she divorced him, it's very telling. And it's more telling for the simple fact that the person who she's smashing right now was her co-worker when she was married. So you trying to tell me that her and her co-worker waited after the divorce to stop messing around? Yeah, all right. It is what it is, man. But fellas, the bottom line is this. Never lead with your wallet. Your money can't save you. You can't save a bird. The only reason why this bird came clean as to why she left him was after she realized she can't get shit because she signed the prenup. So now she's back in the streets running wild. And another thing, never let a bird destroy your family. If you watch a woman do her husband dirty, don't ever think that you're special because she's just using you, bro. And she's going to do you the same way if she's able to domesticate you. Fellas, be wise out here, man, for real. And please leave your thoughts in the comments. It's your boy AyeQ. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm out.
If you haven't yet, go get you some of that merch. You all already know. Don't feed the birds. That's what it is. We don't feed the birds over here. So if you rock with your boy, go get you some of that good merch.